much for coming by.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
So, can you talk a little bit about, how you've developed as a songwriter? Like, who are some of the biggest musical influences for you?
Oh man. A number of the influences that I take are mostly writers. I really love Emily Dickinson. I love Saul Williams, who's a spoken word poet. And I really love old authors, such as one that I'm reading right now that has kind of influenced a number of songs that I've been working on lately, which is Dostoevsky, The Idiot, and yeah, I think music-wise, I really like people who are experimental and really love working with different types of textures and sounds. I really enjoy old post-rock like Me Without You, and I also love, what's his name? Karl-Heinz Stockhausen, who's a composer and usually does film score and stuff like that, but it's very, very strange music, and it seems like it's being pulled out from nowhere, and I really like that idea. And then just a number of, jazz artists and obscure other bands that nobody's heard of, so they're not really that important.
Well, what is the first musical memory that you have?
I think the first musical memory that I had when I was a child was singing in the church with my grandmother, who basically raised all three of us in the church and singing together. We actually went to a convalescent home and would sing three-part harmonies. I just had to switch in and out, and a lot of really valuable things that I just kind of internalized, so not seeing it as such a big deal. But it's a pretty big deal, so I suppose she's an influence as well, my grandmother.
Yay, grandmother. Well, one of the things I find just absolutely fascinating about you is that you play with so many different people. You have been all through the inland music scene. And also as a solo artist, can you talk a little bit about, playing with different artists and how that differs from your solo career, and also anything that you've gotten out of playing with different artists in the scene?
I really enjoy playing with other people. I love writing my own music, and I think the reason why I wanted to start playing music with other people again is the fact that I can get stuck in my own voice for a really long time, and I can never, sometimes you just run into ruts. And just being able to, work on my voice and try and figure out what it is best that I convey is really interesting. But being with friends and being with my brothers and sisters and just trying to figure out a new voice, that's really exciting for me. I really love doing that. So I think that's the difference. I like honing in on my own voice as a solo artist, but I also like exploring making a new voice. It's fun.
So what is ahead for you for the rest of 2013?
Well, I'll be trying to expand a little bit more, actually, with some collaboration, mostly with dance and other things like that, but also trying to reach out more to the Riverside local community of musicians and artists of all kinds. We're actually putting out a documentary soon called Riverbend Commons, where we just kind of explore the idea of music as a community. And I'll be in it, and a number of others, John Atkins, Selena Vernon, who's in Sister Wife, and then the Ulysses Curry is the videographer, and we just, oh man, I'm really excited about that one.
How did that project come about?
We actually decided to do a house concert in Corona, and we really wanted to try and make a really intimate space so that we could cut the wall of the stage and just have musician and listener really come together. And it was so amazing, and we just wanted to do performances, and then Ulysses, the videographer, cinematographer, I don't know the word for it, decided to turn it into a huge 40-minute project where he just ended up talking a lot about all the different musicians and trying to focus on family and how we can bring Riverside together. There's a lot of talent out here, so.
There definitely is.
Yeah.
And you're right. I'm very glad that you're part of it and you are here.
Absolutely, I am too. Thank you very much.
And where can people find you?
That's always been a running joke with me. It's really hard to find my music. I'm not very organized in general, but you can go on SoundCloud and you can find my music there and download all of it for free. There's live music as well as some recorded music as well. And I hope to be putting out some more stuff soon.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to hearing the songs you're going to play with us.
Thank you very much for having me.